In my previous video, I had talked about Anita Sarkeesian and Feminist Frequency's involvement with The Last of Us Part 2, but I also mentioned how there had been a few cases of YouTubers having their videos struck down by Sony and Naughty Dog, but that has definitely escalated. So I just want to reiterate how I feel about it, because it is awful that people are not allowed to voice their opinions on public content because a company is trying to minimize damage done, not only to their reputation, but they still need this game to sell. If a huge portion of their audience knows the plot and dislikes it, they're definitely going to lose sales, and this game does not sound like it was cheap to make. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn was roughly 45 million euros, or right over, 49 million US dollars, so this game's budget is most definitely higher than that number, and they're going on 6 years of development time, so they're obviously in very heavy damage control mode. They've turned off all of their YouTube comments, the comments on their YouTube videos, I should say, about the game. They've hidden likes and dislikes, they're striking down content, and now that their game is being spoiled, their true colors are really starting to shine through. And through all of this, there has been even more bad news surrounding Naughty Dog, and that is how they treat their employees. So we know the person who was leaking the game footage was a past employee that had a lot of issues with the company surrounding things like payment, but apparently Neil Druckmann fired focus testers that he found to be sexist. And I want you all to hear how the concept artist acted when it came to the characters. So Naughty Dog VP and The Last of Us Part 2 director Neil Druckmann previously fired a sexist focus tester. This is a Bounding Into Comics article, by the way. So it starts off, Naughty Dog Vice President and The Last of Us Part 2 director Neil Druckmann confirmed he fired what he described as sexist focus testers. In an interview in 2016, Druckmann was asked how Anita Sarkeesian's Feminist Frequency videos influenced him in regards to the development of Uncharted 4. Druckmann responded, "When I'm introducing and describing new characters to our lead character concept artist, constantly, she will ask, what if it was a girl? And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. Does that affect or change anything? No? Cool. That's different. Yeah, let's do it." First of all, we have a big problem, as you can see, with the lead concept artist. If someone is constantly going, well, what if that was a female? What if this character was a female? I feel you're instantly in a bad environment, because why do you have to second guess your work? If you want this character to be a male character, why can't that character be a male character? Or vice versa, if the character was originally female, why can't the character just be a female? Why can't it just be natural development and not forced into, well, what do you think if we made it a female? It doesn't always have to be that way. That sounds like it creates a very unnatural working environment. He added, initially, in the epilogue, it was Nate's son. Something similar happened with the mansion they go into. That was an old English guy's house, she asked. Well, what if it was a woman? Of course. What if it was a woman? Druckmann then detailed that the number of focus testers questioned the changes. You really have some sexist focus testers who were really upset by Nadine beating up Nate, and you were really upset at the end when it was Nate's daughter. He went on to confirm that he fired at least one of the focus testers for providing their feedback. That's it. To the point where we had to ask one guy to leave. In his core, it just affected him. He was cursing, "Not you too, Naughty Dog, god damn it. I guess I'm done with Uncharted. If you guys ever make another one with his daughter, this fucking bullshit." And Druckmann concluded the question saying, and I was like, wow, why does that matter? He has fully bought into modern day feminist propaganda. He is calling this person a sexist tester because they're worried about the story, yet he's the sexist. He's just projecting here. He is completely obsessed with only using female characters, and you can tell the people around him are the same way, and if you're not the same way and you're around him, well, tough shit. You're gone, you're kicked. I'm honestly not surprised at this news, though. I will admit that I am highly disappointed. I was looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2. I really enjoyed Ellie and Joel's relationship in number 1. The world building in 1 was fantastic, and it was just a gorgeous game all around. It truly was. I had such high expectations for number 2. The relationship dynamics that we could have seen and the cinematics that we could have seen, there was so much potential, and now that we're almost to launch, my excitement has fallen off a cliff. I really don't know how to feel about 2. Yes, I will give it a fair shot eventually and play it, but at this point in time, I'm not feeling Naughty Dog. I'm really not impressed with how we hear that they're treating employees, how they kick anyone out that they deem sexist, in their own words, the way that Neil Druckmann is acting, just everything surrounding Naughty Dog and The Last of Us 2 in general is really making me feel skeptical about the project. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Does this sound normal to you? Do you think that this sounds toxic? Do you think that the people at Naughty Dog firing testers that they deem sexist is toxic? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, and I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.